Hi, my name is Amit Gvaryahu. I teach here at the Drisha Institute in the July Collegiate Program and the Dr. Beth Samuels High School Program. This week, in Parashat Yitro, we read about the Ten Commandments and two interesting episodes that come directly after the giving of the Ten Commandments at Sinai are the focal point of our talk today. The first is, how is it that if all of Israel heard God speak at Sinai, that they are no longer able to hear God speak to them? This is a good question. Meaning, if Moses was a prophet, what was his job if all of Israel could hear? So the Torah has to explain. And the explanation is the following story. All the people witnessed the thunder and the lightning, kol ha'am ro'im et hakolot, the blare of the horn and the mountain smoking. And when the people saw it, they fell back and stood at a distance. They said to Moses, "You speak for us, and we will obey, but let not God speak to us, lest we die." Moses answered the people, "Be not afraid, for God has come only in order to test you, and in order that the fear of him may ever be with you, so that you do not go astray." Right after God says his words to the people, Moses essentially affirms the people's request to be separated from God. This is the etiology, the origin story of how it came to be that we have prophets. What we're saying is, really being a prophet is a very scary business. It's not for everyone. We can't all do it, because if we see God, we die. There can only be really one central prophet, Moses, and in the rabbinic tradition, all of the other people who spoke to God after Moses were merely ancillary. They sort of chided the people along and guided them along the path set by Moses. A prophet who says that we should abandon the words of Moses must be put to death. And a prophet who does not accept the validity of the Mosaic Torah is not a true prophet, because really there is only one prophet. This idea that Shekhinah, God's presence, is only channeled through one place is not an idea that was prevalent in biblical Judaism. But Chazal adopted it and made it a central pillar of their own faith. Just as Moses was the one prophet, so too there was only one place in which God could be worshipped. An interesting place in which this is found is right afterwards in our parsha. Moses says, "Thus shall you say to the Israelites, you yourselves saw that I spoke to you from the very heavens. With me, therefore, says God, you shall not make any gods of silver, nor shall you make for yourselves any gods of gold. Make for me an altar of earth, and sacrifice on it your burnt offerings and your sacrifices of well-being, etc. In every place where I cause my name to be mentioned, I will come to you and bless you." This is a funny reading. Bechol hamakom asher azkir et shmi avo elecha uverachticha. In every place where I, God, mention my name, I will come to you and bless you. Obviously, wherever God mentions his own name, he will come and bless you. But what need does God have to mention his own name? This is a scribal correction. Other versions of the Torah, other ancient versions, have B'chol hamakom asher tazkir et shmi, in every place where you mention my name. This makes more sense in context, because every place in which any one of us mentions God's name will be a cause for blessing. But for Chazal and for their predecessors, this idea was unacceptable. There is only one channel to God, and only one way to reach him, and only one place in which God himself mentioned his own name. While this idea of a single path to God seems to us like a stifler of debate and open ideas, in fact what it is a way to create a safe space. A space in which, instead of debating the dogma and articles of faith, we are now in a shared space, a safe space, in which we can debate the laws of the Torah and plot out the life that Moses and God set out for us. Shabbat Shalom.